What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're getting into episode 28 of my season predictions video, the final one of the NFC East, and we only have one more division to go before we have done every single NFL team, the Eagles. Now, in order for the Eagles to win the NFC East, they would have to beat out the Dallas Cowboys record of 12-3 at the moment. The Giants sit below them at 9-6, and the Commanders at 4-11. Let's see if the defending NFC champions can win the NFC East again this season. But let's get into these predictions here. Starting out with the first game of the season, we have the Eagles versus the Patriots. And I am giving this one to Bill Belichick and the Patriots. I think that the Patriots go. I think that with this game, you've looked at the Super Bowl teams in the past. No matter how good they were, the teams that lost in the Super Bowl tend to struggle in their first few games of the season. I don't think the Eagles are any exception to that. I'm a history man. You look at the history, that's what it shows. I think that a road game against the Patriots is going to be a tough one for Philadelphia, and I think that they come up with a loss. But then moving on, they have the Minnesota Vikings. Could be a little bit of a struggle there. The Vikings could do well, but I think that the Eagles maybe start out the half bad, the first half, but maybe in the second half pick it up and show why this Eagles team is so good. Because this team is unlike some of the other Super Bowl losers in the past. This team reloaded in a big way. It's still a really, really good team, and maybe even the best in the whole league. So I do think that hangover is going to be a little bit short-lived through maybe 2 games of the season. I think that they can bounce back and beat the Minnesota Vikings. Moving on, though, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I do think that's going to be a win on Monday Night Football. Don't know how this game got a Monday game, but I do think that the Eagles crushed the Bucks in that one. I do think that the Eagles beat Washington there to advance on to 3-1. Moving on, we have the Week 5 game against the Rams. And then I'm going to give this one to the Eagles as well. And another easy win. The Rams, I think, are going to suck this season. Moving on, though, we have the Eagles against the Jets. This should be a good one. Aaron Rodgers, I think that it's going to be a tough loss, though, for Philadelphia. Philadelphia goes to New York and comes up short. But I think that's going to be a good one. 2 really good defenses, 2 really good quarterbacks and offenses. And the Jets at home are going to be just barely able to win that one, I think. Moving on, though, we have the Miami Dolphins at home for the Eagles. I think that should be a win to advance on to 5-2. Now we have the Commanders. Give me a win for the Eagles there. That's going to mean they sweep Washington in their season series. But now they got a big game against the Dallas Cowboys. This is a massive one for a potential playoff bidding. Obviously, they have 2, but I think that the Eagles can beat Dallas to advance on to 7-2 there. So going into the bye week here, we see the Eagles are 7-2. Good start to the year. Once we get after this bye, they're going to have some tough games here. Look at this next 6 games, especially the next 5, I say, are really difficult here for the Eagles and could go a lot of ways. But 7-2 right now, big games. They got the Chiefs. Can they get their revenge on Monday Night Football? Both teams coming off a bye week. That was a coincidence and a half. So both these teams are going to be well rested, well prepared. I think that the Eagles get their revenge. I do think the Eagles are the better team, and I think that they can beat the Chiefs just barely. But then another really tough game. I don't think that they're going to be able to win this one. I think that the Bills going to pull off an upset there. Eagles coming off a very, very tough game on Monday night. They lose a day. The Bills going on the road here, I think, can pull off an upset. But then we have the 49ers. Give me the Eagles in that one. Pretty easy there. Well, not pretty easy. I guess that's a little bit disrespectful to San Francisco. But at home, the Eagles are the better team, I think. Better offense, better defense. I think that they can win that one. Better quarterback as well. Moving on, we have the Dallas Cowboys. Another very tough game here. I don't think that the Eagles sweep the Cowboys. The Cowboys were able to even up this series last year. I think that they can do it again. So we have a 1-1 record. That's going to mean the Eagles are 9-4. The Cowboys' final record is 13-4. They got to go undefeated in order for them to win the division. They have the Seahawks. It's going to be a very good game against Seattle. Seattle's an underrated team this season, in my opinion, but I do think that they're going to come up short. The Eagles win that one. We move on to the Giants, a Monday night game. I'm going to give this one to the Philadelphia Eagles, beating New York. Cardinals, easy win there. That shouldn't even be a question. But then rounding out the season, this is it. The Eagles win. They would be 5-1 in the division. They would take over the East, win it for again. If they lose, the Giants advance to 10-7, and the Eagles fall to 10-5, 12-5. They're gonna have to be a wild card team. Let's see. I'm going the Eagles. I do think that they're gonna have enough to sweep the Giants this season. No disrespect to the Giants at all. Giants are a very good team, but I think that the Eagles are gonna get the win. So, oops, not that. So yeah, that is my final record here for the Philadelphia Eagles. They finished 13-4. I do think this team might be the best team in the whole league, the most complete roster, I think, for sure, in the entire NFL, with that offense, with that defense, really solid quarterback in Jalen Hurts, a really solid. I mean, I think the run game is going to take a step back with DeAndre Swift coming in there. I think Miles Sanders was the better option. Swift, a little bit of an injury-prone running back. But the offensive line, one of the best in the league. The defense is stacked. This team's going to be very, very good. I do think that the hangover might get them week 1, but I think it will be short-lived. So the Eagles obviously finishing 13-4 in the overall. They do finish 5-1 in the division, sweeping the Commanders and the Giants and tying with the Cowboys. That means that their only loss in the conference goes to the Cowboys. That's crazy. They finish 11-1 in the conference. Not very good in the AFC, though, finishing 2-3 in that. They do finish 7-1 at home and 6-3 on the road, so pretty darn solid there. And yeah, that is the Eagles. Ignore all that. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this video today. Hope you all enjoyed the content. Comment down below your prediction. We only have one more division to go through now, the NFC South. Let's see how good it goes. But anyway, guys, and then obviously after the NFC South, I'm going to be making my full video where we see all the records together, every team, the final standings for the conferences, the divisions, and we'll see who, and then obviously make my playoff predictions. But anyway, guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed the content. Peace out.